Hey guys, good evening. We have a new friend joining in from Singapore, another friend from Singapore, and Najm is basically an author. She is a poet. She's written the best-selling, book where we will talk about that. She is also a woman voice catalyst. She is also coaching for people who are aspiring for career in writing books or doing script writing. She is also a change maker for women entrepreneurs out there, and she's doing a lot of programs. There are some programs which I'm really confused. I will need help from her where she can teach me what it means. Being a woman book coach, and there is other term which is called Soul Detox program. So we'll hear more from her, and she's got acclaimed. She worked with the acclaimed author and coach, and this book is called Five Things That I Love About a Woman. So let's also hear a bit about what are those five things they're talking about. And the other book which is coming up is Your Dream, Your Signature, a collection of soul touching poems. So thanks a lot, Nazim, for joining in from Singapore. It's an honor to have you on WurkTV. So maybe can you talk about how did Nazim get into writing poetry, writing books, recording it, printing the poems in a nice book, and so that they sit in the shelves, and anybody feels romantic or feels that I should read poems, should grab that book and read it. And how did all this journey happen, and what are you up to right now? So over to you.
Thank you so much, Ravi. I'm truly honored and very happy to appear in your show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And lots of appreciation to the work you do. Wonderful. Okay, to me, I wasn't an author immediately. I didn't jump into the author platform immediately. I was a teacher
Hmm.
who
Okay.
has been teaching in a primary schools, government. I did my teaching diploma, and I was teaching for 20 years in government schools in Singapore. I'm a born and bred Singaporean,
Okay.
and I hold a master's in early childhood studies, and my BA degree is in English with English literature. So naturally, language is my power. Yeah, after serving for 20 years, 20 good years in teaching, I wasn't very, shall I say, I needed a transformation myself. I wanted to switch career, mid career switch, so as to say. So I came into writing. Writing is not new to me. From the age of 16, college days, in fact, when I was 10 years old, I started writing. I had the passion for writing.
Oh.
And I started with writing poetry.
Hmm.
And when did this poetry passion came about? It was during my younger days, childhood days, when I was left alone. So as to say, most of the time I'm in my room, secluded, and whenever I didn't have a voice in my family, own family, and being born in a conservative Muslim family, Tamil Muslim family, there are certain things we can't voice out openly. But I did voice out. I did have a voice very young time. It was a kind of a rebel voice, and that voice was transferred to my poetry.
Hmm.
I started writing my thoughts from 10 years old. And at 16 years, when I learned about poetry, I started penning down poems. And all these poems took the theme of women empowerment somehow.
Wow.
So in 2017, I got the guts. I became unstoppable. I got the guts because I went through guts to publish my poem because I went through some self-awareness program. That is the Soul Detox. Yeah. I went through some self-awareness program and I graduated from it and I became more aware of myself. I knew where my direction was in life and I knew what I wanted to do, my passion. I wanted to fulfill my passion and of writing, pursuing my writing and publishing career. That's how I came into writing and publishing. Publishing as in self-publishing.
Hmm.
Yeah. And what else? Yes, that's how my journey started. And the theme that took bulk of my poetry, the very first book was a poetry book. Your Dream, Your Signature is my very first book that I published all by myself, self-published, all by myself. And it took the shape of all about women poetry, about empowering women,
Empowering.
giving women a voice,
Good.
how they can come up, everything about their upliftment. Somehow it ended up that way. Yeah. So
So
that's how I came to write poetry.
yeah,
And
well,
slowly after the poetry, my journey went on to write, to be writing on Queen series of books. I founded the Queen series of books. So what is the Queen series of books? It started from one volume, Queen One,
hmm,
where 20 women, Queen One, once a queen, always a queen. Awakening women, one woman at a time. That is my tagline for all my books. Awakening women, one woman at a time. So, that first book, 20 women came on board, and it was a huge success among the women because the women came to talk about their own pain to power stories through the art of storytelling. I guided them to write. And that's how it journeyed into the second book,
hmm.
Queen 2, and the title was Seven Crowns in the Soul. But in this series, there were only seven extraordinary women,
Okay.
also talking about their life stories from pain to power, from rock bottom to up their heroine, their rise to heroine stories. And Queen 3, which is this book, was published
So we can't
last
see we
year.
can't see that. Maybe you can put it in the center. Yeah,
Yeah,
seven queens.
seven
So the number
seven
of queens are
stories.
coming down. Don't you think the number of queens are coming down from 20? You come down to seven.
Okay, why I reduced it to seven? Because I really wanted to go in depth into, like,
Each of the story.
the seven is a beautiful number for me.
Hmm.
So as to say, Vastu, seven women coming into my books is very powerful. The seven number for me. So I reduced it to seven, and it was in depth, more in depth stories of the women who came to contribute their pain to power stories in my book, and they're all real life stories touching on different subjects: divorce, childhood abuse, a lot of things, all the taboo subjects that you don't talk outside normally.
But so different. Uh,
Yeah.
Nazim, when we see you, your personality, you're all about humor. Okay, I don't think so. You can control your laughter even for like 2 seconds. Okay, and your writing is all about serious topics about women. Why
That's
this
me.
change?
That's me. That's me. I'm a very bubbly person. Even in schools, I was called Sunshine. My nickname was Sunshine when I was teaching. The colleagues in my school used to call me Sunshine because I was so bubbly. I was always laughing and making jokes. But when it came to teaching and doing my work, I would get it done. That kind. Yeah.
Complete.
So when I came to writing is my passion. It's just like breathing to me. So that's my cup of tea. So I'm able to nail it, as you say. Yeah.
So that's the women empowerment stories around women are these stories which really inspire you. That's where you can connect well. That's one of the reason you're writing it, right?
Yes. Yes. Even myself, I came up with my story in my first volume, my own childhood story, how I moved from my pain to power.
Hmm, that's a good word. From pain to power.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. I wasn't this bubbly and talkative person that I am now with you. I was a very shy, very low self esteem kind of a person when I was growing up from 10 years old. I never had a good self esteem because my voice was snubbed all the time. Oh, you shouldn't talk like this. But there was a lot of cultural and social uh, people, misfits around me. I call them misfits, who made me, who snubbed my voice. So
Okay.
as I was growing up, my voice wasn't. wasn't kept down. It kept emerging, kept uh, getting louder, louder and louder until I have to unleash it in my books,
But surprising,
through my books.
you were born and brought up in Singapore.
Yes.
If you ask me, I had this perception that things are like, that's a country which is like really emerging. There's a lot of area for opportunities and all that. But it's surprising to hear your story out there. Yeah, I thought it's like pretty broad banded. Doesn't matter about religion, color, and all that. Things are pretty good and quite shiny out there.
Well, all that glitters is not gold. Everyone have their own past and own sad story. Everyone, they have. It's just a matter of coming out to tell their stories. How vulnerable they want to be with their stories. That matters. Yeah. Singapore or India, it doesn't matter. Culture is culture. We follow the Tamil culture here also. Being born a Tamil Muslim, I prefer to be called Tamil Muslim and not Indian Muslim because I'm a Tamil speaking Saudi. My grandfather hails from Kadenallur district, from South India, that side.
Okay.
Yeah. They were the pioneers who came into Singapore, and that's how we became Singaporeans. We are born and bred Singaporeans. Yes, our mindset is very broad. I'm not denying that. But when it comes to women, more could be done everywhere, not only Singapore, everywhere, globally.
True.
Yeah.
So, you have never written a comedy poem
With children.
with children? You did, okay.
Yeah, bio poem, like making like when I teach vocab, I don't like to teach in a boring way. If I also teach tuition online. I
Hmm.
don't want to give up my passion of teaching also. I teach English tuition online. And when I teach vocab, I'll ask them to imagine as if the word, for example, amicable, the word. I ask them to imagine that this is a person, a human person. What would it like? What would it fear? I'll pose them these questions, no? Line 1 to line 10. What accomplishments do you think amicable should have? And I give them a example, and they are able to come up with comical lines.
Cool.
I thought that was very wonderful of the children to be so creative and comical at the same time. Yeah.
Super. Good. So when you started your introduction, honestly, I was like thinking that you would have stolen all the poems from the kids and then published it, and you become the poet.
Okay. That's cute. Okay. Thanks, Ravi.
Okay,
Hmm.
so what's cooking now? So what are you up to? What are you doing now? So how is this coaching? When did this teaching others how to write happen?
Okay. I often conduct one-to-one teaching mostly now. It used to be group teaching last time.
Hmm.
Those who want to learn how to write and publish their books, I'll have some modules in line, and then I'll put them in a group, and they come and learn. I'll teach them. But now it's more reduced to one-to-one. I think it's all because of COVID. Not so many people uh, sort of passionate about that. They have so many other things to think about that they are not pursuing their passion in writing. But some do come. I have some clients, and yeah, handful. They are coming.
Okay,
They are interested. They often call me and ask me, what is the course? How shall I go about? How can you guide me? Yeah.
super.
So, publish a book in 21 days is my signature program.
Oh wow, 21 days, 3 weeks.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so three
Isn't
weeks.
marvelous?
Ravi
Isn't
can
marvelous?
Ravi can become an author, and I can put it everywhere, including my LinkedIn everywhere, saying that I'm also an author.
Yes, of course. Yeah, definitely. You can be a published author. It can be done. Yeah,
That's a good one. So
yeah.
so what is the what is the crux? So like everybody has when you talk about motivational, you know, speaking about motivation or women empowerment, everybody has a subject you focus on. It's either a happy moment or you're capturing a sad moment or a true story, or you're basically focusing on how they came out of how did they have a rebound after all the story. So what is your signature style in any of these subjects or books?
It's always how they touch rock bottom, their meltdowns, and then I'll build them up to say how they came up to their position they are in right now. I mean, to a better position, or in the process, at least in the process of becoming better persons, women. Yeah, I'll chart their journey. I'll guide them. If they can't write, I'll ghostwrite for them.
Hmm.
I do ghostwriting also. That's another niche of mine. Yeah, I'll interview, record, and transcribe the contents into a story.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
recently came to know about this ghostwriting. I think just a day or two before. I was not
Oh,
a
it's not a
ghost.
it's not a ghost writing.
Yeah,
As in
it
ghost
is.
writing away. No, no, no.
Depends on whether you're logging in from laptop or from the phone.
No, no, it's definitely phone. I'm okay. I'm a true figure, not a ghost. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
wasn't aware of, because each industry, each passion has their own terminologies, jargons which they use. So honestly, I
Yeah.
was not aware of ghostwriting. But yeah, good learning for me also. So what are the other
Mm.
hidden talents? So you're a teacher, you were a teacher, you're still teaching, you're a writer, you're a ghostwriter, you write poems. What are the other hidden talents apart from these passions, professional stuff?
I
As a person,
okay.
how are you?
I paint. I paint.
Oh my God. Okay.
I paint. Mostly nature, and I do doodle art.
Oh, that's a very difficult one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it. Why I do doodle art? Whenever I go into a mental block when it comes to writing, see, writers and authors, we do have our moments where we go through mental blocks, writer's block, where we can't think of a catchy line, hook up the story. So what I do, I'll completely move away from writing, and I'll focus on my doodle art.
Hmm.
Doodle art rewires your brain. It is proven, scientifically proven. It rewires your brain. It's stress relief. And whenever after 1 to 2 hours of doodling, when I come back to my writing, it just flows, like just flows. And I can finish writing the chapter or the book.
Yeah. I'll try that.
Yeah.
I've never tried doodling. Maybe I've tried.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
I didn't know the
Yeah.
name that it was called doodling then when I was child. But yeah, I should try it now. Yeah,
Hmm.
all of you, new friends are like inspiring me to do new things. I don't know what I will end
Oh,
up
it's so
doing,
fun.
but
Art is so fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. So, Nazam, we have some rapid fire questions for you so that we get to know you well. So, are you all set? Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already. Yeah.
Okay. Three words which will best describe you.
Bubbly.
Mhm.
Um, very quietly determined. As you said, I have a facade where I smile and laugh outside. People don't take me that seriously when they see me first time. But when I do my work, I mean business. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah. And I believe I'm a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Yeah.
Okay, we know your favorite number now. That was my question, but you declared it in the conversation that seven is your favorite number. So why is seven your favorite number?
7 is a very spiritual number. It's very close to me. And and it's very lucky, I would say. 7 has proven to be very lucky for me. Oh, my birth number is 17. There's a 7 there also. Yeah, 17 Jan, by the way. Former Chief Minister India's birthday. We share the same birth date, not the birth year, only the birth date.
Birthdays.
Yeah. So 7 is very close to my heart. It's a spiritual number.
Yeah.
Even my house number 16, 16-133. It's all when you add up, it's comes to 7. It's a very spiritual home. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Mine is 5. I still don't know the reasons why, but a lot of things which I've come across are like 5, including my phone number, the place I live,
Oh,
all that. So
cool.
maybe that's working out. That's the reason I got connected to friends like you.
Maybe. Yes. Nothing is coincidence. We meet when we are supposed to meet. Yeah. I believe that. Yeah.
So what does Nazam do during the weekends? What's your weekend like?
Oh, mostly mostly reading. I catch up on my reading. I'm either writing or reading. I write into the wee hours of the night. I don't write in the morning usually. No, not a morning person. I'm a night person, and usually after midnight, when it's very quiet, then ideas flow, and it's very good to write that environment, that time of the night. Yeah,
Super.
yeah.
You don't get bored reading so many stuff. I mean, I'm not a good reader, and that's one of the reasons. Sorry if I'm asking the wrong
Hmm.
question, but sitting and just reading. No.
I can read a physical book like few times. No, I'm not bored because I have passion for reading, and it has been my habit since very young.
Well,
I picked up reading when I was very young, around 7, 8, 9, because I had lots of time. I was always usually in my room,
hmm.
you know, doing things very quiet, very withdrawn kind of character when I was young. Never really explored or interacted much. So I had lots of time in my hand. I went into the, what do you call, the world of reading. I lost myself. I sometimes take after the characters. Do you know that?
Hmm.
Yeah. So
But
reading is my passion.
yeah, I will doze off after reading the first page.
Oh, that's okay. Many of us are like that. Yeah. I'm not blaming you all. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes. It
so
has to be cultivated. Reading has to be cultivated from young. Parents must role model, actually. They must read to the children, especially during bedtime.
true.
Yeah.
What is the most valuable thing that you own in the entire life journey till date?
Valuable thing. My gift of writing, I will say. That's the most valuable thing. I thank God every day for this gift that showed me to the world that I am an author. I can change lives through my writing. I can heal through my writing. Do you know, Ravi? When I first put out a poem in Facebook, uploaded a poem in Facebook, one of my friend who was very ill, like stage 4 cancer or what, I don't know what's the disease she was suffering from. Um, she was like, doctors gave up on her and she was very hopeless. I got this info from my friend who's in UK. I think it's UK or US. I'm not sure. So she messaged me. She said, "My inspirational friend, I read your poem to my one of my friends who's in her last years, you know, of her disease, and that poem was the whisper of life in my first poetry book, Your Dream, Your Signature." And she wrote it to her. I mean, read it to her. And she also wrote down the poem. And that lady wrote down the poem and stick it on the door of her bathroom. So that lady said, whenever I read that poem, whenever I looked at that poem, it gave me an uplift. I felt good,
That is a
you know. I cried, I teared, serious. I didn't know that my poetry had the power to heal up till then.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think you've done it. You've achieved it because this is one story that's enough where you feel that you've accomplished.
definitely. That's when I felt very accomplished. Oh, my mission is accomplished. I have awakened at least one woman through my work. You know,
So true.
the tagline has come to life, awakening women, one woman at a time.
What is that most popular thing? Something which is very popular but really annoys you.
Popular.
Yeah.
Mm.
It can
Oh,
all.
watching TV, watching some particular movie, you know, like what do you call that? The recently one, everybody was watching it. I don't know. I forgot. Um, some series. I don't know what series is that.
Okay.
And they were asking me, "Did you watch it?" I said, "No, I don't really watch TV. I don't really watch TV. I don't keep up my research and all these things through TV. I do my research and my reading and my awareness of the environment through reading, not TV. You know, and that annoys me. Everybody think we should follow the trend.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. So yeah, let us know when you think of that series. Do let us know what
it was a very popular series. Everybody was watching it. I don't know what is it. Some
was it on Netflix or Amazon Prime?
I think it's in TV and Netflix and both.
Okay.
Yeah.
No idea.
I, I don't know. Is it Spartacus? No, not Spartacus. Something like that, but I can't remember. I can't put a tab on what was that actual title. Yeah.
So what does Nazim that do when you're hanging out with friends?
Oh, we talk anything under the sun. I'm not the author when I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm not the accomplished writer. I'm totally with them, immersed. We talk about spirituality, mostly spirituality. I have a lot of kind of spiritual friends. We connect with on that subject of spirituality, God. You know, what can you do? What can you do more to bring about change in people? All these kind of things. It may be boring to some. Yeah, I don't talk about boys. No, I passed that age.
Boys anymore.
uh,
So
huh?
that no boys anymore is like eternity. You've reached there.
Yeah. Zen. Oh.
Okay, the next question was your favorite entertainer, I mean comedian or music, but you've declared that you don't watch movie, but
But I do have some
yeah,
comedians.
please,
Yeah. I like my Singapore local comedian Kumar.
Kumar.
You would have heard about him,
No, but
Kumar.
yeah,
Yeah, you can Google him. He's there. He's a very funny guy. Yeah, and yeah, I like him. And I used to like last time the Mind Your Language.
hmm
Also something to do with language, but it's very comical. I like that program. Yeah,
yeah, those were like very
yeah.
good series that were ever made. So,
Yes.
so are you very
Yeah.
organized or are you like, yeah, it's okay to be unorganized and but the life has to go on. So what's your type?
What do you think? What do you think, Ravi?
Based on our interaction before getting onto the call, no.
No, yes. I'm very on the go, on the dot kind of person. Inspiration comes, that's it. I'll do it, and that's all.
Okay,
I don't prepare and prepare for years or months or days. No, I'm very on the spot. Even deciding on what to wear when I'm going out, it's only in few hours before that I will organize what I want to wear.
cool. So yeah, I was
Yeah.
right. Correct answer, Ravi. Good job. The strangest dream that you ever had, because you said you get into the characters while you're reading books and all that. What is the
Yeah.
strangest dream that you remember you ever had?
I dreamt that a big, very big green colored king cobra was coming right in front of me.
Oh my God. Okay.
And I woke up in a fright. I did wake up. It was kind of a nightmare. I don't know why. It was so vivid, the green color. I still remember now. It was so big.
So if dreams were sponsored, I think Disney or Pixel movies would have sponsored your dream. to make it so colorful that the cobra is also looking so beautiful in green.
Yeah. Life is so colorful, so is the cobra. Yeah. Ravi, you're right. Correct.
Good. So, final question: with all this experience, what life taught you or what you've learned from life, what would you do if you become the chief minister? I mean, whether it's in Singapore or in one of the states back where your roots are from in India, what would you focus on?
Well, I haven't thought about politics, but if I'm given the leadership, I will do a lot more for women, those women who are who don't have much support financially, emotionally, physically, the downtrodden women. I'll make sure they come up in life. And my first stage will be to get them to write their pain to power story. What is it they're holding back? Yeah. And be very vulnerable and really get everything out. So that will be the first stage of release of their pain. Writing connected to the pain. When you connect to the pain, it's not easy. It doesn't come easily. You have to go through so many layers, to peel. Just like a onion,
Mhm.
you peel to get the best part of the onion, right? So it's just like that, peeling of your layers and layers of baggage and pain. I will help them do that. More can be done. Yeah, single mothers, young divorcees, and women who don't have the self confidence. More can be done to give them the self confidence to come up in life.
Cool. Thank you. I mean, that is very thoughtful. So, if you had 2 minutes to talk to these women, you imagine you are on a stage or you are on this particular platform. If you have to give a message for these single women, young divorcees or divorcees, and with a dilemma, what should we do with life? What would be the message from you?
Queen, I would say, Queen, it doesn't mean if you fall, you stay in that spot all the way. No, you get up, chin up, adjust your crown, your invincible crown. That's what I mean. Adjust your crown and walk as if you are the queen that you are born to be. Women are all queens by birth.
Super. Good one.
Yeah.
The energy with which you're saying, I'm sure that might not be in the books, but I think you should do more videos on your social media, so that the energy also flows in along with your
Soon, Ravi.
sentences.
Soon, soon. Yeah. Yeah, I will come up with the videos. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Nazim, for joining us. It was nice knowing you, and nice interacting with a personality who knows, how life has been, and you have to come out of, some of the challenges. Most of the challenges, few people have challenges at home. The issues are not with the society, but starts from home. I think you're a good example where you're showcasing that it doesn't end there. So good thought process, good content which you're focusing on, good message to women out there. So keep up the good work. I'm not sure what I will be served when I meet you at your home. Definitely not books, but what else will be served if I come to your place?
Oh, I make very good puri and fish curry.
I'm right now
That is
vegan,
my
but yeah,
that's
if
my signature dish.
puri and fish curry. Yeah, this combination I've never tried. Wish
Oh,
I
you
met
should
you
try.
earlier before I quit non-veg. Before I wish I would have tried this and then quit non-veg. But yeah,
Ravi. Yeah,
that's
it's
an
fun.
awesome combination. First time imagining that.
Yeah. Oh, you will have potatoes also. Don't worry.
Oh, but nice connecting with. Thanks a lot for joining in.
Yeah.
Friends, do connect with Nazum. You know her well now. You know what she is really good at, how she can transform people and how she can pen down things and stories about the person and their journey. So yeah, if you're having a story and you're thinking of somebody who can write things for you as a ghost writer, I mean, she's also there. So do
Yes.
follow her. I really like your posts. I really like the way you are presenting yourself. I love the humor. I think the first conversation we had
Thank
was
you,
just
Ravi.
laughs, and
Thank you,
sure
Ravi.
that would be the case when we meet you in person. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Keep yourself happy. Everybody must be happy. That's a way to live. If life is already sad, don't add on. Yeah. And thank you for this marvelous opportunity. I'm so honored and humbled. Thank you so much, Ravi.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Have a great evening. Thank you. Thank you.
You too. Yeah. Bye.